We're gonna go out on a camping trip tonight, and I'm gonna be taking with me the Anker SOLIX C800 Plus. This is a power station that they sent out to me, and I'm gonna be putting it through the paces in my camping set to see if it'll keep up to what I'm gonna throw at it. Let's hop into this. Alrighty guys, we made it to the camp spot here. It is about 22 degrees, pretty chilly. Come with me here, I'm gonna set up my camp. So I'm gonna be cooking homemade chili on this fire right here. Had this pit for a little while. It works out pretty good for cooking like this. And I actually think these are warmer than like a big fire pit like that, because that steel stays hot and radiates a little bit better. So I hung my string lights around here so I can see tonight when I'm cooking. And then I ran the power down into here and into the Anker. I'll sit there and run my lights for now. And I'm going to be using this a little bit more later on tonight and in the morning for my coffee. These little lights in here are going to be pretty awesome for when I'm cooking tonight. Well, as you guys can see, it is snowing really bad out here. And I'm going to still try to cook up some chili. That's what we're cooking tonight. I'm going to cook up homemade chili out of the back of this truck here on this fire. I don't know how well it's going to turn out because it is cold and it's snowing really bad. I got all my veggies here covered in snow. This is covered in snow. My fire is struggling because it's getting covered in snow. It should be a good time. Got the peppers chopped up, get the meat cooked and it's in the pot. I'm gonna chop up the onion, throw everything in this big bowl. Is that not just a beautiful sunset? Probably not as good as it looks in person, but hope you guys like that. There's our pot of chili. It's almost done. The fire's finally starting to go. I'm very cold. Pretty nice camp night though, if you're down to be freezing. I'm gonna go ahead and get the diesel heater fired up now so the tent's nice and warm for when we get up there, because I'm not gonna be sitting out here tonight. Too cold for me. My hands are cold, my feet are cold. But I'll give you one last view of this sunset. Check this out.
Me too.
Using the Anker back here, I'm actually going to be running my fridge. Now, I know it looks crazy back here. There's a lot going on. But focusing on my Anker power station setup here, I'm running this to run my fridge I have mounted in the back of my truck, along with the lights right here. So the Anker's actually really supplying a lot of power to my camp setup tonight. We ended up moving some of our equipment around so Ashley can run her phone. She's on TikTok live right now, off the Anker SOLIX C800, and it seems to be holding up pretty well. But I think our camping trip might be coming to an end. We were running into some technical difficulties here. Let me show you guys. One of the big things when you're winter camping is ensuring that you're warm. We have a campfire going. We have a little bit of a propane stove over there for cooking, but for heating our tent at night, we use a diesel heater. Even though the diesel heater broke and actually gave me that error 005 again, which is an overheating error, not good. I'm not sure why it's doing that. But our chili's done. Check that out. Looks good. We still have a nice fire going. But unfortunately, if I can't get this diesel heater figured out, we're gonna have to pack up tonight. I don't want to pack up tonight, but I need to make sure this diesel heater is working and not pumping any fumes up into my tent and not gonna quit on us in the middle of the night. So I'm gonna be testing that, but I'm gonna eat some chili now. Bad news, and I really apologize for this, but This is the third time I've been messing with our diesel heater so we can stay warm tonight. Like I said before, it's going to be about 17 degrees, probably real feel in the negatives, I'd say, at least where we're at in this elevation. It's very cold up here. But we need our diesel heater to stay warm up in the tent, and it keeps airing out. This is a new one that I was testing for somebody else, and I keep getting errors and it's not running and not heating up the tent. So I actually have to pack up my tent tonight. It's dark already, which is a shame. And we made chili. It was very good. But I'm gonna pack up the tent. I will continue the tests that I was going to do in this video for the Anker, but I'm just gonna have to do them at home, unfortunately. And I apologize to Anker and you guys, but I can't sleep out here in this cold without a heater. Well guys, I am in the middle of packing up my camp right now. Again, I apologize. I wanted this to be an awesome overland adventure like my other videos, but with that diesel heater breaking, I just can't stay out here tonight. Unfortunately, I have a dog and a wife in the truck. So I'm in the middle of packing up my tent, getting everything packed away, making sure I don't have any garbage laying around from the chili and stuff. I'm gonna finish packing up here. Well, we're heading home. I'm gonna try and navigate home through these back roads here. Look how spooky it looks at night back here. Not as cool as when we pulled up. But we're gonna try to get home here and, you know, chill out for the rest of the night, I guess. Probably be about an hour and a half drive for us to get home. I'll let you know if anything interesting happens. It's been a weird night, to say the least, I guess. We are now back home and it's the next day. I'm really sorry that camping trip didn't go as I planned, but they're not always gonna go as you plan. So I'm still gonna make breakfast out of the back of the truck here. I have the tent open again because I had to dry it out from the snow last night. But I'm still gonna be using the Anker SOLIX to run my camp kitchen setup like I was gonna do while we were camping out of the truck. But I'm gonna be using the Anker here to run a toaster and our coffee maker because you can't have breakfast without a good coffee. Running the coffee maker here, guys, you can come up to the Anker and see we're using about 636 watts of power to run the coffee maker. So we just made our coffee, everybody, and now we're gonna make some toast here. We're at 82%, so running the coffee maker does suck back some power, but this is gonna be even a bigger test. This is ready for 1800 watts, but I'm not gonna run both sides, just one. See if it'll work. Dang, 900 watts almost. That is impressive. Out here, making toast out of a toaster with coffee in the back of the truck. Perfectly cooked toast on a camping trip. You gotta love that. Ashley's breakfast is just about done too. I made myself a breakfast sandwich with like 4 eggs on it and a piece of sausage. Look at that, and that toast. Oh, really good sandwich, look at that. I hope you guys enjoyed this camping trip. I know it wasn't probably as entertaining as some of my other camping trips because we ran into some of those problems, but at the very least, I hope it was helpful to you guys. If you ever go on a camping trip and run into problems and feel like nothing's working, it happens to all of us. Not every trip is going to be perfect, and you just got to deal with it and roll with the punches. I hope you liked seeing what the Anker SOLIX C800 could do on a camping trip. This is going to be my power station that I take with us all the time now when we go out on trips. I think it's going to be perfect for our weekend trips and keeping my laptops powered, my cameras powered. As you saw, it was able to run a kitchen basically out of the back of the truck with that toaster and that coffee pot, so that's pretty great. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to stay out that long last night because of the diesel heater, so I didn't really get to show you guys one of the cool features about this Anker power station, and that is these cool little lights in here. There's 2 of them that sit in that box up top there and charge. These last for about 8 hours in my testing, and I wasn't able to really show you guys how these work. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump forward a little bit and show you what these look like at night and how you can use them in your camp setup, since I wasn't able to use them last night because of my heater problem. We are here now at night, guys. I want to show you there's a few different lighting options that you can use with this Anker power station here. There's one on the front with a couple different options there. Probably really messed up the camera making it dark like that. But as I mentioned before, there's these lights up top that charge while you have them. Well, that's not the right thing, but there's these little lights that are charging up top there wirelessly. You don't have to plug them in, you just set them in there. And here's one right here. Woo! It's got a few different options. I really like this warm light because you can just set it up here. It's almost like a candle. Then there's another one right here. You can use this one to actually see what's going on around your campsite. Or you want a brighter light like that, set it up like that. Or again, my favorite, the candle. I did some testing on these lights a while ago, and I got about 8 hours of use with them sitting on the full brightness like this. But there's also a neat little thing about this. This little magnet here allows you to set it up like this and point it like a spotlight. Give me 1 second, I'm going to show you how that looks. So as you guys see, this is probably the neatest power station I've seen in my experience. I now have that light on this pool here, and it's aiming down toward the ground, so I can actually see what I'm doing around my campsite if you need light like this. Honestly, pretty useful, and I wish I was able to use it last night during our camping trip, but we had to leave early. Final thoughts here on this power station before I go in for the night, because it's still very cold out here. I think this is an awesome power station. I, for one, am always either running out of battery in my flashlights, or I forget my flashlights on camping trips, and I'm stuck walking around with my cell phone, which sucks. Now I know that I'm going to have lights with me all the time that are going to be charged as long as I got my power station with me. I think this is an all-in-one perfect power station for anybody who's going camping for about a weekend, and you don't have to worry about flashlights then. You have power for anything you need. This power station here is just under 800 watt hours. So in my opinion, that's perfect for a weekend trip where you're not going to be using a ton of power because, you know, you're going out to enjoy nature, but you still have that power if you want to run a projector or a laptop or keep the kids happy and have some power for them. Pretty great setup. I've never seen a power station like that. It actually has lights that you can take out and walk around with. So I really like that. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It means a ton to me. We're on a road to 10,000 subscribers. We're almost there, guys. So close. Also, check this video out right here. It's pretty good. And I'll see you in the next one.